It's the biggest natural high there is.
The adrenaline rush to totally liberate somebody in a vehicle.
You want to hold on that steering wheel with everything you got. Why would you want to go in a bunch of circles when you can go out there and hit somebody?
You just never know. From week to week, track to track, you just never know what exactly you're in for.
As a driver, you get to take all the aggressiveness that you have and you get to put it in a 4,000-pound automobile at 35 miles an hour. There's no feeling like knowing that at the end of the night, you started with 20 cars and you're the last guy standing.
This is a community of people. It's really a world where these people have poured their entire life into what they love.
Once you're hooked, it becomes a lifestyle for you because there's no adrenaline rush like it.
And there's no wealth and there's no fame that goes with it. They love this sport with every ounce of their being, and they pour their entire life into it.
It's a huge part of my life. There's no doubt about it.
They got more money in their shop than they do in their house.
Everybody thinks demolition derby drivers are dirtbags.
It's a bunch of rednecks, gearheads, getting together, welding, cutting, fabricating every day after work. You get no sleep. You're at work all day long, you come home, work on cars all night long. You gotta pay to play, can't play for free.
Everything seems to battle you, you're always looking dirty, your yard's always a mess.
I've always been kind of a hellraiser myself. When I was younger, I was always destroying every toy I had or whatever, and watching my dad do it and being around just loud motors and loud stuff and stuff crushing and crashing.
I have 2 children, a boy and a girl, and they just absolutely can't get enough of it. A lot of Matchbox cars have been ruined in my house.
I'm a mechanic. I fix semis for a living. I race derby cars for fun, I guess.
These guys devote their entire lives to this. And if you talk to them, you can't have a conversation without demolition derby being in it. Everything at their house is demolition derby. Their trophies are on the mantle. Their families are here. The kids are here. It is a life for them.
It's this whole community and this whole world that no one knows anything about. And it's absolutely fascinating. Team show is 4 cars on 4 cars, and they go through basically like a bracket, and it's a double elimination. So if you win, you get through the bracket to the finals. If you lose at any one of those steps, in order to get into the finals, you have to win your way back in from the consolation side. But it has to occur over a number of days because they're going to spend hours repairing those cars.
He blew the motor up in the first heat.
Put that out front.
So we're gonna swap motors out and give her a go.
Now once you change motors?
We'll ain't change anything. We got parts, change them. So I got a 3-speed transmission that shattered in half. As you can see, the whole top case broke right there on the ground. So we're changing the transmission.
It's a chess game all the time. And it's a chess game between not only the drivers themselves, but there's a chess game between us and the drivers. We're trying to keep it fair, we try to keep it safe, but we don't want to slow it down either. And so the whole thing is just a give and take from us to the drivers and the drivers to the drivers.
The consolation feature will happen first. The teams that win into the finals from that, as soon as that's done, will commence to repairing their cars, and they have until the A-main feature, which is the championship, starts to make whatever repairs they can.
So there's only 5 teams in the A feature. The problem is all the guys in the A feature don't know who those last 2 teams are going to be. So they're going to have very, very limited time to figure out how do they strategize for the finals.
Then the A main feature is the championship, and the winner, the placing that comes out of that feature is the checks that will be handed out at the end. My first impression of Demolition Derby is they're rednecks driving junk cars around.
You have everything from lawyers and bankers to literally trailer people. You have people without jobs, you have people with six-figure jobs.
What I came to find out is they're stand-up people, and they just love their sport.
Yeah, there's people that really have some characters and characteristics about them, and you really wonder what makes them tick sometimes.
And there's times where me and my brother have told other guys, hey motherfuckers, you better get your helmets on. We're gonna come out and light your shit up.
Despite the fact that there's an intense competition, there are strong rivalries, that it is a community of respect and admiration.
Demolition Derby drivers are probably some of the smartest, most inventive people on the face of the earth, and you never know what they're going to come up with next or what they're going to do next.
To be able to get a car that is damaged and doesn't run right to perform is a skill that just doesn't exist anywhere else in motorsports.
It's kind of like a high-speed soap opera. The grudge match thing is really what makes Demolition Derbies probably what they are, and the people that pay the money and put their butts in the stands, that's what they came for, and they get their money's worth a lot of times.
You kind of see people at their best, and you also see people at their worst, so you kind of get to a feel for what people are really like.
We don't have to kind of hype up the artificial danger in it. There's real danger in it, and it's a real competition.
It's the challenge, it's the respect factor. It's about being the top dog.
It's not we're artificially tracking how many loads of logs they hauled to make it seem like they're in a competition.
There's some weird stuff. There's some weird ways of fixing stuff and weird ways of living your everyday life when you got Demolition Derby background built into you. It's pretty cool though.
The big thing is I love the sport so much, so I won't stop, and I love to win.
All of it's worth it. It doesn't even matter. The money doesn't even matter. It's the trophy. And to know that you just took out some of the best teams right here, there's no feeling like it.